Hello, and today I'm with TerryAnn Bowen, and TerryAnn is a remarkable individual. She runs a club that's really exciting. It's the Iron Rose Women's Shooting Club. She's also one of the co-owners of Manchester Firing Line Gun Club and Range. TerryAnn, how are you today?
Awesome. Thank you for having me. This is exciting.
Yeah, it's great to get to talk to you again. It's been a few months since we actually had some face-to-face time that wasn't just text and stuff like that. Why don't you open and talk a little bit about you? Let's talk a little bit about Iron Rose, Manchester
Yeah.
Firing Line, and let's get into it.
Okay, great. So, my husband and I have owned Manchester Fire and Line for just about a decade now, 10 years in April. And my journey with firearms began just a little bit before that. Believe it or not, I was married to him for 15 years before I would even touch a gun. I was terrified of firearms. And so my journey evolved from being on that other side of the equation where I was just so afraid of them. I wouldn't even touch them. I was just so afraid of them. And so through those years of learning, watching women that come in, watching instructions, the way that I was taught, and and where we are today in the world, I was able to be in a very unique position to see what women were saying, what women needed, and knowing where I came from and the way that I was taught. And the thing that I could tell you for sure is that when my husband taught me how to shoot, he did a good job teaching me, but he did not do a good job reaching me. He didn't know how to reach me. I walked away from the lesson just as terrified, just as scared. Could I pull the trigger? Sure. But did I really get to the next level with the way that I felt with confidence? Absolutely not. And I dissected this over the years. Him and I talked about it over the years. It's very difficult for somebody who's always been around guns to get into the mind and the feelings of somebody who's terrified, you know. And I was able to take that knowledge from both sides. And as I became a firearms instructor and training my staff how to teach people and reach people from exactly where they're at when they walk in the door, I realized that there was a gap missing. There was definitely something missing. We know we see women come into the industry right now. 50% of new gun range owners, just approximately 50% are women. But if you look at the statistic of women that are owning guns in America, it's much smaller. So there's a gap in the retention. They're buying them, but what's happening with retention? And that's where Iron Rose fits the void. So I asked women as they came, you hear these stories all the time. I'm sure instructors will this will resonate with them. Women saying, I had a class, I went once, I put the gun in the closet, I never took it out again, or they start shooting for a little bit, take a few classes. I've had women in my class saying that they left a class, they took an 8-hour class, but they didn't feel any different. They didn't feel like they learned. And I believe that the part of the gap was not being able to come in prepared for that lesson a little bit. There was so much to uncover that we couldn't get past the surface to get to the real learning and growth. And so I started the club, Iron Rose Women's Shooting Club, several years ago. And honestly, it just began as a labor of love for me to kind of have women come in and do the things on the range that I always wish we had. From there, the feedback I got, the needs that the women had, the things that they were asking for, made me really realize that the gap, when you go and learn a lesson and then you leave, sometimes, well, you could say a lot of times it doesn't retain. Some of it retains, but a lot of it doesn't retain. And so not only that, but also the fact that in this industry, when you think about the amount of women that own firearms, the vast difference between the ones that are buying them and then the ones that really stay and have retention, it's so much smaller. And then go into that number and find the leaders in there. It's the support system for leaders, for women leaders, is small because there's just not as many of us in the entire industry. And so being in such a unique position, even myself being a gun range owner, a female gun range owner, married to my husband, I have unique challenges. Where is that support system for me? Women that can understand what I'm going through and that I can talk to. And so I designed Iron Rose Women's Shooting Club online community, which is a national community. And it's designed to be an ecosystem for the entire industry for women to fill that gap. And not only that, but be there for each other. It's that leadership, leaders need support too, and so the leaders that are getting involved in this are all across the country. They are going to be sharing a little bit of themselves, just a little bit of themselves, so that women across the country who would never be able to get to one of their classes, they can get some instruction, some information. The idea is that this is also going to be preparing women to go into any gun range, any instruction, any gun store with much more knowledge. The verbiage, it has its own language. The gun industry has its own language, and women will be able to come in with more knowledge and prepared, and that's going to make it safer for everybody involved. So if you want, I can show
Well,
you a little bit
yeah,
of the
this
community.
was I was really excited when you started to tell me about this and you and I were talking about, so we definitely need to discuss this. And so the fact that you took it on to yourself to say, all right, how can I bring this message and this, culture, and also almost like fraternity or a sorority in your case, to the rest of the country. So I absolutely do want you to share with everyone what exactly we're looking at here. So if you could give us a little sneak peek. Now, this is the final product,
Absolutely.
or we're still in
No,
beta?
we are very, very close. We're
Okay.
offering a soft launch to the ladies who have already joined as charter members. So we're
Mm-hmm.
offering them a soft launch for a couple of months, and then we will be going live. So in the meantime, people still have the opportunity to become a charter member, and charter members are going to lock in their price for life. If they come in now, that is going to be a grandfathered price that they will have forever for believing in something that they can't even see yet. But what we know is that the ladies that are joining this understand that this is a collaboration over competition. When we come together and we collaborate, everybody benefits from that. Everybody benefits from the knowledge, the care that's put into that, and the entire industry benefits. And that's what this is designed to be. This is designed to help every aspect, from ladies touching a gun for the first time to female leaders to the gun ranges and the instructors that they're going to be going to. Our motto is go where you grow. Go wherever that is that you grow, but just keep growing. Don't come in, begin, and then leave without that growth. If you're not growing, find where you can grow. And so I'm so proud to show you. Keep in mind, bear in mind, this is still a product that's in the making. Some things may change, but you will get to see the foundation at the
Let's
very
see it.
beginning. Yeah.
I'm
So
waiting.
yeah, so this is the idea of the community. When the ladies join, they are entering the rose garden. There's a beginning area here. Introduce yourself.
Did you do
Um,
the screen share here, Terry Ann?
oh, I apologize.
Let me see. Yep, I just want to
I
make sure
thought
we
we
could get it.
were.
I don't know. On my side, I'm not
No,
seeing
no, I'm sure it was.
it's okay.
I'm positive that it was me. Let's try again. Can you
Perfect.
see my
There we go.
screen
All right.
now?
So now
Okay.
I'm like a Wheaties box. So you've got me. There we go. Just kill me in the corner. Get me out of your
Oh,
bottom
yes,
corner
yes, yes,
there,
yes.
and then you can go ahead and show everyone what you've got.
Okay, so when women enter the community, they will enter the rose garden, which is an area here for various interactive abilities that I don't know if you know this, John, but in various places online, we are not allowed to speak freely about our industry or what we do or ask questions. You may not know that. So
I may have been
in
subjected to some censorship issues several
Um,
times. So I get
so
it.
the beauty in here is that ladies will be able to ask the question exactly the way that they want to present it. And leaders and other ladies around the country will be able to speak freely and answer those questions and be there for each other. This is an area to introduce yourself. That's self explanatory. This area is meant for discussion. We will be having polls on the various, it's very, very interactive. We will be having polls on the various lessons that the leaders are offering to teach as we go along here. It's very much the women are designing this as well. So as women come in here and vote on what they want to learn about, that's what that is the feedback the leaders will receive, so they know what ladies want to learn about. Member events calendar are going to be events that women across the country can come to together. We'll be having a monthly online club night, so women can tune in and watch that across the country, and those will travel to different places, different ranges, different areas as we go on. There's a national Iron Rose Rise Together weekend that, remember last year when you came, we had our inaugural event, and this is going to be our second year this coming October. Beth Alcazar is our keynote speaker for this coming National Iron Rose Rise Together in October 2nd through the 4th. Courses and training will live in here as the leaders upload their videos. They will live in here. We only have a few up in here so far, but there's many that are going to be coming soon. Resource directory. These are various resources that leaders can put in here for women across the country. Iron Rose Story Hub. I'm really excited about this. This is a place where women can share their story. In March, our first online event that's going to be national is going to be to share your story. The original stories are then going to become a publication that we provide every October. We did our first one last year. And then the stories that come out of that will live in here. We've only put a few in here so far, but the stories that women write, they're actual true stories. And it's pretty amazing to hear somebody posts a story and it really resonates with people that have a similar story and didn't realize. And hearing somebody else talk about it gives them the permission to also tell their story. And there's also Iron Rose podcasts for the ladies who do podcasts. Jake's Gun Bench. This is my husband, Jake, the co-owner of Manchester Fire and Line. He's a wealth of knowledge, incredible. In fact, I think he's a little bit of a Rain Man of firearms, to tell you the truth. He's a little bit,
That's
unhealthy
great.
almost, right?
that's that's
Jake
great.
knows the year a pin was removed from a gun. It's really crazy, but it's pretty amazing, and we want to bring that to women, that knowledge. So what Jake does in here is he just very simply, he will pick up a firearm, break it down in small videos. You can see this video is only 2 minutes and 25 seconds. He's sharing his knowledge in here very simply, the pros and cons of that firearm, the caliber that it shoots, and pros and cons, and shows the ladies how to open it and close it. Not so much clean it, but just open it and close it, so they are able to be familiar with it. If they walk into a gun store, they want to rent this firearm. And down here, we have a comment section, so women who have owned this firearm or use this firearm, they can let other women know how they feel about that firearm. National Rise Together, our national event every October, is all the information for it is going to live in here, so women can find it easily, where to stay at hotels, the agenda, everything that has to do with that event will be in here, so women can find it very easily. This is our leader section. These are just leaders across the country that want to be part of this, that are featured leaders, so that they're going to be giving a lesson, a little bit of themselves, and this is an example of what this looks like. They get, essentially, I want to put them on a pedestal and show women how to find them, show other instructors how to find them for resources or questions, because we are collaborating together. So this is basically a mini web page inside this website for each of these leaders, for them to put their events, their resources. And this is an area where women can have a direct a direct connection to reach out to them on the leader's own time, because every female firearm instructor that I know is very, very busy. And this gives them an opportunity to put in here what their bandwidth can handle and support when they can. Beyond the Range is a section I'm really proud of. This This is a dedicated space that highlights female-owned businesses that champion Iron Rose and 2A advocacy. So these are women that have other type. Women are dynamic. Okay. Guns are not the only thing that we care about. Believe it or not, John, believe it or not. And so this is an area where women can get some lessons and support from psychologists, from various, this is a holistic esthetician. She's going to be teaching us meridian tapping for anxiety and stress relief, various other things that are supporting women's health. It's all related to going to the firearm range and having the confidence to protect yourself or learn something new or anything. It's all very related. The leader sections we already talked about. Leadership development is an area that only the leaders will see. When they go in this area, there will be information for them, and we will be having a monthly leadership meeting so that the leaders can connect with each other. As I said earlier, being a female gun range owner who's married to my partner, who's my husband, I have unique challenges, and there's just not that many of us. This is an area where we can come together and talk about those unique challenges. We'll be having one session a month, just 1 hour for women to kind of contribute. Different leaders will be leading those sessions. So we'll hear lots of different voices from ladies across the country and their challenges and their wins, and all just support each other and be there for each other. Range Alliance is a collaboration with other ranges. Being a gun range owner myself, I know that I need something. If something is presented to me, I need it to be simple. I need it to be a benefit to my customers, but I need it to have, my first question is, how much of this do I have to be part of? And so this area is for ranges that truly believe in this female firearm education, and there are so many places that have amazing programs that are already existing. And this is a place where women across the country can find those programs. They'll be able to put their resources here. They'll be able to put their events that they're having here, and ladies will be able to find those ranges across the country that really support this collaboration over competition. And so that's the tutorial.
I mean, that is awesome. If you're done with the screen share, let's go back so we can see you here in full again.
There we are.
Okay, let me see if I can change the view here. There we go. Perfect. Gotcha. That's really impressive. I like what you've got there. And it's like social media, but it's not. It's like a forum, but it's not. It's a little bit of everything. And I don't want to use the word like one-stop shop, but it's absolutely looking like it's going to be a great resource to where if you're not going to be able to get the answer to what you're looking for, you're definitely going to be able to get to somebody that will get you that answer one way or another. So I'm excited for you. And when you and I were chatting about this, again, it was very interesting to me that you took it on yourself to do this. So now this is going to be a subscription-based program.
Yes, that's correct.
So how does that work?
Before I get to the subscription base, I just want to say on that moment, that one-stop shopping, you kind of hit it on the head. It's all those things, and it's meant to be interactive. Can I go somewhere else and look up a specific gun or this is a place that you're getting information that's been vetted. It's women-led and women-centered. So you're getting one stop where you can go and know that the information that you're getting is from women, minds that came together to collaborate to say that this makes sense for us, and it's interactive. I don't just want to watch something. Right. I want to be able to click on it. I want to be able to contribute. I want to be able to have my voice be heard. I want to, vote in those polls and be able to say what I want to learn about. And the female leaders that get those poll answers, it is so rewarding to see women asking you to teach something, to say, I need this, I want this from you. It's so rewarding. So it's very much all those things. So Thank you for mentioning that. There's three tiers. Yes, there's a for a very limited time. There's still a charter member tier, and then that will drop off forever and will be gone. And then there is a member tier, a leader tier, and then the Range Alliance tier. And all of those tiers, as you saw, the Rose Garden is open for the members. For the leaders, the Rose Garden and the leadership portal is open for the leaders. And then for the Range Alliance, it's an area where they can post their events. It's a little website in the website where they can post their events and ladies can find them. It's an additional resource. And these are vetted ranges that we know are providing female firearm education.
Perfect. Well, I'm excited about this for you. I can't wait to get another glimpse at it, later on. And is there anything else that, you and I didn't talk about that you'd like to bring up before we wrap up?
I guess I really designed this in mind to be a complete ecosystem for the entire industry. As a gun range owner, as a woman, as a mother, as a partner to my husband, looking at it from as a female firearm instructor, as a woman who owns a gun shop, I tried to look at this from every aspect and see if there was any way that this is hindering any aspect of what we do as an industry. And I couldn't find it. I wanted to make sure that this is a true ecosystem that supports everything that everybody is doing to better the industry and to have more informed, educated, responsible gun owners. This is designed so that women can be more confident, so that they can walk into shops and instructions and instructors and classes and training and already feel like they belong there, rather than show up and feel like they got to fit into something that really wasn't built for them. We've built it. We've shown you, you do fit. You do fit. We are here to show you that you do belong, and we will meet you where you're at. And that's the collaboration over competition.
Well, I absolutely love it, Terry Ann. Where can people find you? Where do they find you on the internet? Let's get those social medias out there. How
Yes.
can people connect with you?
So currently, because this is not open yet, you can find us on Iron Rose WSC Iron Rose WSC at gunsandh.com. So Iron Rose WSC at gunsandh.com. And when you go there, you will see at the bottom the community. Our local events are at the top, and then at the bottom our community, and at the very bottom our Iron Rose. But this is about to open very soon. The website isn't going to change, and you'll be able to find us. I just want to confirm. Don't tell my husband, but I'm not perfect. I want to confirm I gave you that right. Oh, I do apologize. I'm glad I looked it up. It's ironrosewsc.com.
Perfect. Okay.
ironrosewsc.com. We're also on Facebook, Iron Rose Women's Shooting Club. That's a great place for ladies to go and kind of see the way that we teach and what we're doing is truly changing the way women learn, because we're finding out from women the way that they want to learn. So that's a really good way to kind of get a little sneak peek behind the curtain too.
Sure. That's awesome. Terry Ann, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. This is exciting. I'm happy to watch you guys continue to grow, and have a great rest of your day.
You too, John. Thank you so much. This was wonderful. Thank you.